Now in our regional strategic scan, our first story comes from Pakistan. Pashtun leader Manzoor Pashteen at a Jirga, which is a large tribal meeting that was held in Pakistan's Khyber, Manzoor Pashteen from this Jirga issued a strong warning to Pakistani government and its army. He said, quote, "If Pakistan army enters your home, break their legs, their pants are still in Bangladesh," unquote. Pashteen also referred to Pakistan Army's loss to Mukti Bahini fighters and the Indian Army during 1971 Bangladesh Liberation War. So why is this warning so disturbing sign for the region, especially Pakistan? Let's get a sense on that.
Pakistan has banned the Pashtun Tahaffuz Movement or the PTM, a prominent rights group, listing it as a proscribed organization. A notification issued by the federal government said that PTM was engaged in certain activities which were prejudicial to the peace and security of the country. Pashtuns are a distinct ethnic group with their own Pashto language, living mostly in Pakistan and Afghanistan, but divided by the colonial drawn Durand line that splits the two countries. The movement, founded in 2014, advocates for rights of ethnic Pashtuns affected by Pakistan's war against the Taliban and its local affiliate, Pakistan Taliban, known by the acronym TTP. PTM is known for its strident criticism of Pakistan's powerful military for its role in alleged enforced disappearances and extrajudicial killings of right activists and ethnic leaders. PTM, which is not a political party, has at its peak pulled tens of thousands of people to largely peaceful rallies demanding better protection from the state. The movement has drawn support from other Pashtun groups as well as progressive Pakistani activists and politicians. It has become a thorn in the side for the powerful Pakistani army. By calling the army to account and questioning its integrity, PTM effectively undermines the authority of an institution that sees itself as the guardian of the nation. But the army's hostility stems from a deeper fear. The Pashtun nationalism, created in 1947 out of several ethno-linguistic parts of the then British India, has long been wary of strong ethnic loyalties. While PTM has remained peaceful, it is seen by the army as a potential threat to Pakistani sovereignty. As is a violent Baloch insurgency the army has been battling for decades now. Since the early days of the movement, the army has used a variety of tactics to try and shut it down, censoring media coverage of its activities, arresting PTM leaders, and launching disinformation campaign to brand PTM activists as traitors and terrorists supported by India and Afghanistan. But PTM has shown few signs of faltering, combining peaceful protests with legal battles and political activism while resisting the urge to turn violent. However, PTM has created awareness amongst the masses, awakening them to resist the Pakistan army for their rights. With the latest statement from Manzoor Pashteen recalling the defeat of Pakistan army in 1971 and telling the Pathans to break their legs if they enter their homes, a signal to violence and greater turmoil. This has been a significant week in Pakistan. There has been a huge assembly or a Jirga of tribal, political, social leaders, men and women of Pashtun, the second largest ethnic group. This was organized by the Pashtun Tahaffuz Movement, a group that has struggled for years for the human rights of the Pashtuns. Convening such a massive meeting in the face of opposition of the government in Pakistan is certainly impressive. The assembly made important decisions on the rights of Pashtun in Pakistan. and steps needed to achieve them, such as access to region's natural resources and modernization, and end to terrorist sanctuaries. They also had sounded advice for Afghanistan, strongly endorsing the rights of girls and women to education. What remains to be seen is the response of Pakistani establishment headed by General Asim Munir, which in all likelihood is likely to be negative. Equally important will be the ability of Jirga organizers to persist despite likely hostile steps against them by the Pakistani authorities and to escalate pressure to make progress towards achieving their goals.
It is too soon to make an affirmative assessment, but given what Manzoor Pashteen's PTM has achieved is just incredible. The PTM-led efforts hold promises for locals, and that has galvanized them in taking up the powerful military establishment of Pakistan. However, greater instability and even conflict cannot be ruled out, affecting the whole of this region. Although PTM embraces peaceful means, it looks like that they are preparing for other options as well.